What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Speed Injection. This is episode 1 of Leaderboards. These are our most influential cars of the 2000s, in our opinion.
I only speak facts, though.
Shut up.
Whatever, let's start this video. We each pick 5 cars. Let us know if you disagree in the comments below. Stop laughing, 1.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Let's start this video off right with the Bugatti Veyron. This titan of speed held a production car record for a good chunk of the decade, and is a great example of what happens when you let engineers loose with zero restriction. What made this car amazing was not only was it blazing fast, it was also easy to drive and incredibly luxurious. It made the $1 million hypercar the norm, even though Bugatti lost over $6 million for every Veyron sold. Fact check it, I dare you.
Add on to that with what would become the Bugatti killer. The Tesla Roadster, in my opinion, is one of the most influential cars of the 2000s because it made it so you no longer had to choose between power and efficiency. This car is also battery powered and done right, unlike the Prius. It looks good. The original one was based on the Lotus body, so looks, you don't sacrifice looks for power at all either. This car also then led to the production of the new Tesla Roadster, which if you haven't seen, it's pretty ridiculous. It does 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, and it is completely silent.
This video wouldn't be complete without the PT Cruiser. I'm actually just kidding. If you own this car, do yourself and the world a favor and drive it straight off a cliff with you inside it. The E46 M3 is considered by many as the best looking BMW of all time, and I definitely agree. Produced from 2000 to 2006, its timeless design looks fresh even today. On top of drop-dead gorgeous looks, it was no joke when it came to performance. Equipped with the 3.2 liter inline 6-cylinder, it spit out 333 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque. This meant that the car can go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat, straight from the factory. The best part about this car is that you can pick one up for relatively affordable prices today and have plenty of money left over to tap into its endless tuning potential.
Alright, and in my opinion, the best car on this list, the Mazda Speed 3. Okay, so you guys might think I'm a little biased towards this car because I own one. I am. It's fun, it's practical, builds of 400 horsepower becoming increasingly common, and you could throw a dead body in the back, so you cannot go wrong with this car. It's the best, it's my favorite car in the world, it's KP's favorite car in the world. It's great.
Looking at Mitsubishi's current Solus lineup, it is hard to believe that this is the same company that put out the Lancer Evolution. The 2000s saw the 7th, 8th, and 9th generation of this car, and these rally red thoroughbreds tore up roads all over the world. It might have had a trash interior, but the ridiculous powertrain made you forget about it as soon as you shifted into first and put your foot down. It also doesn't hurt that this was a hero car of Tokyo Drift. Alright,
although the Ford GT was originally introduced in the 1960s, the mid-2000s homage to the original was a great idea. Muscle and power were completely separated with this car. Americans now had more freedom to do what they wanted with their vehicles.
Can you hate on a short wheelbase rear-wheel drive Honda with an engine that can rev to 9,000 RPM? Honda did this 12 years before Ferrari did this in their future classic, the 458. The car's tight steering rack and its smooth transmission made this the perfect weekend canyon carver, and Honda's bulletproof reliability meant you could do this again and again and again with zero regrets.
Lamborghini Gallardo is one of the most influential cars on this list because it's a car we've all had on a wall at one point or another. Whether it was blue, yellow, red, green, this car looked amazing in any color, and it's paired with a power that comes from a Lamborghini badge. This car also opened a lot of doors to modification opportunities for supercars, with 1,000 horsepower builds being uncommon.
I had to throw in a Ferrari to balance out Juan's Lamborghini pick. If you know me at all, you know that I love Ferrari. The F430 was a 500 horsepower stallion that is considered to be one of the first reliable Ferraris. This meant that you didn't have to pray to the car gods every time you wanted to turn it on and take it out for a cruise. Isn't that a novel concept?
Okay, the 350 to me is one of the most interesting cars on this list, and the exhaust note on a properly modified one is hard to beat. You can even go a step further and drop one of the readily available turbo kits into it, and you have a pretty decently powered coupe. Alright guys, so we said we were only going to pick 5 cars each, but this is kind of our guest of honor, and by far the worst car on this list, the Toyota Prius.
We said we would talk about the most influential cars in the 2000s, but that doesn't mean they were all good influences.
This car inspired overpriced legends such as the Chevy Volt and the BMW i3. You guys do not understand how much I hate this car.
It blows my mind that the same company that gave us the Toyota Supra and the legendary 2JZ engine made this thing.
The only thing worse than the Toyota Prius are its pretentious owners that believe that because they own this car, they're helping out their environment.
The funny thing is, if you look at the research, the manufacturing process behind the batteries that power these cars actually are more harmful for the environment than regular internal combustion engines.
How does that make y'all feel? You're doing nothing. You're making it worse.
Hashtag end Prius.
Hashtag end Prius.
So that is our list.
Did you like it?
Did you hate it?
Tell us what you think, and thank you for watching our video.
If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. New video every Wednesday.